We are honored tonight to recognize musical greatness and two fantastic PSD partners. Danielle Clark, our Executive Director of Communications, will introduce the honorees.
Thank you, Dr. Smyser, Mrs. Kipp, members of the board and community. So I'd like to invite Melissa Flail, our music facilitator, to come up and join me. Where are you? Oh, there you are. So this evening we're going to honor several schools that have been selected to go to CMEA down in Colorado Springs. We're going to honor a state strings teacher of the year, as well as a wonderful band from one of our middle schools that went to a national festival. So, Mrs. Flail, it's up to you.
Thank you very much for being here. I always like to take the opportunity when we're recognizing our excellent music teachers and programs to thank the school board and the community for the support of music in our schools. We're very fortunate to have your support for music and all of the arts, and we really feel passionate about what that does for students, so thank you. I want to begin with our CMEA groups. CMEA is the Colorado Music Educators Association, and they hold an annual clinic and conference in Colorado Springs. And every year, numerous ensembles from throughout the state of Colorado at every level, elementary school, middle school, high school, orchestra, band, choir, send audition recordings, and it's a very competitive process. It's a real honor to be selected to perform at CMEA, and we have 4 groups selected to perform this year. So our first group that I would like to recognize is the Bolts Middle School Chamber Orchestra under the direction of Melissa Cloyce. Melissa, would you come up? So the Bolts Chamber Orchestra meets before school, and they don't have an everyday meeting time like a regular class, but they have submitted an excellent recording and are one of only 5 orchestras, secondary level, selected to perform from the entire state. So congratulations to Bolts and Melissa. And next I would like to recognize the Fort Collins High School Tower Orchestra, which is the chamber orchestra under the direction of John Hermanson. He cannot be here tonight because he's conducting a concert, but Jennifer Roth is here to accept on his behalf, so congratulations, Fort Collins High School. This year, Rocky Mountain High School, which always has excellent music programs, has 2 groups selected to perform at the Colorado Music Educators Association Conference. So we have the Rocky Mountain High School Rocky Mountain Singers under the direction of Elizabeth Howeiler, and the Rocky Mountain High School Rocky Mountain Winds under the direction of Scott Schlupp. So if you two would come on up. The music programs at Rocky Mountain High School have been very creative in achieving a schedule that allows students to participate in multiple music ensembles when their schedule might not always allow. And they've just had such excellent groups all the time, but we're really proud of them for having 2 groups selected to CMEA. Next, we would like to recognize the Colorado Teacher of the Year, String Teacher of the Year for the American String Teachers Association, Lonnie Abluda from Lesher Middle School, which is an IB World School. Lonnie was one of 3 final nominees and was selected by a vote of her orchestral peers to be the Colorado String Teacher of the Year. So congratulations to Lonnie and to Lesher Middle School. And last but not least, we have Mike Perez, who is the director of bands at Kennard Middle School, a core knowledge school. His symphonic band was selected by a recorded audition process reviewed by a national team of music educators who are considered elite experts. And they were selected as the first middle school band from Colorado to perform at the Music for All National Concert Band Festival. So the Kennard Middle School Symphonic Band will travel to Indianapolis in March to perform for that conference, and it's a very big honor. So Mike, will you come up, and congratulations. And again, thank you to the board, thank you to the community for your support. Okay.
I guess I'll say something. This is a wonderful opportunity. We have a great number of music programs across the district, and to have this many honored at one time is speaks well of our whole program. And thank you all for your good work, and we look forward to more good reports in the future. Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Thanks for coming. Congratulations. Thanks for being here. Congratulations and thank you for being here. Congratulations and thank you for being here.
Thank you, Dr. Flail, and all of our recipients of our amazing performing arts programs at our schools. Now we're going to recognize two programs, 3 different partners that work with us on it. So we're going to start with Project Smile. So Mr. C, if you're here, if you'd like to come up, and if you'd like to invite anybody from your wealth of volunteers and board members. So we're going to talk about Project Smile, which is a local nonprofit that works to help our students with their dental health. And then as part of that, we will next honor the Lions Club with Vision, and then we'll go on to Coats and Boots. So we'll start with Project Smile.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for this recognition. We've been doing this for 10 years now. We started actually in Irish school. Brenda Gifford was the principal there at that time, and we'd done Coats and Boots for 1 year, asked her what else we might do, and she said, these kids need dentistry. That was a lot to bite off. But with the help of the community and a lot of good people, dentists that got involved, we were able to treat and screen for dentistry the kids in the elementary schools. Right now we're screening in 7 different schools. We hope to add 1 more this year. But we treat any child in the district who is eligible to go to a district school. If they have a dental problem, if they're in pain, we'll take care of them. So we get people from all over the districts, kids from all over the district, as the nurses identify them, as the health techs identify them, or as our screening identifies them. We have people in that get them into a dentist's office. We pay for whatever needs to be done. We have dentists that do some pro bono work for us. We have fundraisers, and the community has supported us very, very well. So we hope to have another 10 years under our belt. We have some people with us that have worked for us long and hard. This is our treasurer, Jolene Toth. Then Jeannie Kraft. It was a first grade teacher at Irish for 27 years. She's joined us as our operations manager now. Then we've got Carol Kitchell, who is also going to be up in a minute because she's in charge of the Lions Club Vision project. As we screen for dentistry, we also screen for vision. Then we've got Pat Reed, sorry. Pat was our executive director last year, and he is still on our board this year. So he's done an awful lot of good work and fundraising for us. So with that, I want 1 more guy that couldn't be here. Ron Lotzenheiser, his grandson, needed a Vietnam vet to interview. So he went to Michigan for Veterans Day. But Ron is very special to us. He's the founder of both of our programs, and without a Ron Lotzenheiser, this wouldn't happen. Between Ron Lotzenheiser and a man you'll meet later, Don Butler, fantastic guys, and we owe them a great debt of gratitude. Thank you.
So now, Carol, if you'd like to come up and talk about the Lions Club, who partners with Project Smile to do vision screening.
Good evening. We indeed are the vision part of Project Smile, and the Lions Club also has a standalone program called Colorado Kids Site, where we go in and screen preschoolers. But with Project Smile, of course, we do the entire school population of those whose parents say, yes, you can test our kids, et cetera, et cetera. I have a wonderful team that works with me and backs me up and does all the grunt work. I just go around and say, yeah, you need to stand over there, or that's a better place, kind of thing. So we're very, very happy to be able to take care of the children, and it's a wonderful opportunity for us. It's not often that a lay person gets to change the life of a child, or have the opportunity to change the life of a child. And if we find a kid that needs glasses and can't see, and we find him and provide the glasses for them, that's a life-changing thing, as we all know. So anyway, and thank you for recognizing us. I appreciate it.
What an amazing team. This is so exciting for me to be able to give them their recognition, because I've worked with every single one of these fabulous folks on the board and watching the screenings. And one thing I found when I first joined the board, and I thought that it totally made sense, that a child has a very difficult time learning if their teeth hurt or if they can't see. And that's exactly what Project Smile and Lions Club does for our kids in PSD, and I'm just extremely proud of them.
Thank you.
Okay, so while they're finishing up, we're going to move from eyes and teeth to arms and feet, and we're going to talk about the sister program Coats and Boots, which helps to outfit our students in need during the winter. So Mr. Butler, would you like to come up and talk about this wonderful program and what y'all do and how many coats and boots you pass out?
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me tonight. I don't have no help, and I didn't take any notes, so I'll just do the best I can. We started this program 11 years ago, 1 year before Project Smile, and Ron Lotzenheiser went over to Irish, and Brenda Gifford said, these kids can't study if they're cold. So anyway, Ron came back to our group and said, we need to do something about this. This is Fort Collins. We can't allow this. So anyway, we started Coats and Boots, and Ron wanted to know if I'd run it, so I did. And we just started out as just helping Irish, but we teamed up with Jax the first year, and Jax has been really wonderful of helping us do this, because they went to Columbia, and Columbia said if we got these orders in the spring when they're changing their style, we could get really a good price on coats and boots. So the first year we got them coats and boots for $50, and these Columbia jackets are probably $100 jackets. And then as we went along, 5 years later, they went to $55, and this year they're $60, but that's still a real bargain. And Jax really puts a lot of effort into helping us get them out there, and we just wanted to make a difference in North Fort Collins. That's all we started out to do, was make a difference in our area. But we realized after we got to doing this that there was other kids in other schools in the South and all over Fort Collins that needed help. So gradually we did Putnam, and then we did Laurel, and we just kept adding schools. And I don't know, about 4 years into it, Alice Larson with Phase 2, she said, we're going to do all of the Pooters Elementary School District. And I thought, I said, what? And so anyway, that was our goal. We set that to be our goal, and this year we did 28 elementary schools in the Poudre School District, and I think about the only one we didn't do was Zach. They didn't need any help, but we offered it to them, and then there was one other little school up in the mountains we didn't do. And so we've got them all, and it's something that we feel real proud of to be a part of, the city. We did it for a reason. We wanted to get our end of town, North Fort Collins, and that's where all the kids are. A lot of the kids were that really needed help, so we wanted to make a difference in that area, and so that's the reason we started it up. And so it's just, we did 970 kids this year, and I guess if your math's real good, you'd figure out what $60 times 970, and it started out just with our group to raise the money the first year, but after that, Jeannie Kraft, she's here tonight. She writes letters, and she's really good at it, and she made the city aware of that. What we're really doing is trying to make a difference, and there's a lot of, I don't want to call them needy kids, but there's a lot of kids that need help, and so if we can change a few of them's life so they got a better life, that's what we set out to do. And so it's really been something that we kind of grew into it. I would have never believed if we'd started big, we wouldn't have ever been able to do it, but we kind of grew into it. And so we're making a lot of kids happy, and I know most of the principals, and they really treat these kids just like their own kids. They really think a lot of them, and there's a lot of good principals. I know them all, and they're really good people, and I appreciate the time to come and tell you what we're doing, and we hope to be doing this for a long time. That we reached our goal, and now we just want to maintain it and make sure the kids get taken care of. So I appreciate your time.
Just a word. I've got to tell you, Don is the best fundraiser ever in the whole wide world. I mean, how much did you raise, Don?
We raised over $58,000. That's what it costs us for the boats. But we work the year around for.
Yeah, all the time. So what I'm thinking, if he ever gives up coats and boots, if you have a nonprofit out there that needs fundraiser, talk to Don.